yeah, so premise again is Atlia meets with her lover again after, like, the love of her life, after she's doesn't remember her, and kind of this whole thing happens in the story, and this is their first time together after being away for a very long time. So, I could not stand to look at that beautiful petite copper face. Her brown-green eyes glittered with tears. I could not stand her tears. I kissed them away and held her close, rubbing her back as she clutched on to me. I cried, knowing it was not just my rash plan that made her upset. It was that this was our last time together before I went to rehab. I scooped her up and carried her to the bed. I placed her down gently on the sleeping mat, and I kissed away her tears. Her tears had fallen down her face and past the curve of her breasts, past her belly button, and I kissed down until I met herself with my lips. Her tears turned into moans. I will never do anything without your approval again. I intentioned her as I licked her and that tiny spot of pleasure. I kissed and I sucked, loved that area, until her moans got so deep with pleasure that she held her breath as she released all her pleasure in a gleeful cry. Relief, half laughing, half moaning. She grabbed onto me and my body moved against hers. I could feel myself completely wet from her wetness, her hands all over my body, caressing and loving me. Tears fell down my face as I had felt her pain of being apart, and I saw her face running with tears too, for being apart from mine. I was committed in that moment to loving her, to forget the pain, embracing the sadness, and giving her all the love that I could. I kissed her tears away as I caressed her neck and kissed the small back of her neck that I knew she loved, hearing her moans get heavy. As we moved, I could feel her breasts against mine. My hands started to roam as well to please her again. I felt the beating of her heart as she went faster. I licked her breasts, loving them as she did mine, and the tingle of pleasure was sent throughout my body. I was now moaning as well. We moaned together this beautiful song of love and pleasure. Her pleasure was released as we kissed each other and held each other close. We both breathed hard as one. I was about to lay back when she intentioned, "You are not getting off that easy," and kissed me until her mouth went down further. Neither of us rested, as we loved each other throughout our last night together. And that was it. Thank you. So that was like a small little part of the love scene. That's their first time together after being away for a long time. And I hope you loved it. I see some people did. So thanks for joining. And yeah, I will be reading also another passage tomorrow night. And I will let you know what that passage is later. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.